Are we good? Yes, no, maybe so. Awesome. Perfect. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. And Tails is back. I might get a message or something, but other than that, I think we should be good. I'm actually going to move these. I am going to move these down here, and I don't think I need this bundle right now because I don't have much. I don't know why I just use the D-pad. It's so much easier. Hey, little man. Alright. I'm in a bit of a sing-song mood, so if I sing in this, I apologize in advance. Are you kidding me? Dude, what are you guys' problems? Kid, watch out! There's creatures. There's some dudes, and they don't like you. Anyway. I think that there was something I wanted to talk about that I forgot. Oh, Katie! I will have to. Actually, I'm gonna make a sword first. I feel like that will be useful. I would get some iron first. Speak of the devil. Okay, hold on. I'm making enough for this. And I don't know how much iron is here. I'm gonna try to sneak around and check. It looks like it could just be 2, which would be really annoying. I'm just gonna dig up a bunch of cobblestone for this. I can make an iron sword with that, though. Or a shield. I think a shield only needs 1 iron, which is actually, I think, why I wanted to come get iron in the first place. Just gonna dig a bunch of cobblestone from here, though. I've got a Chappelle run stuck in my head. And, I think there's one Mitski song that's also stuck in my head. Mitski one. What is going... Oh... I think I see what happened. It looks like... Excuse me for a second. Nope! But it looks like what happened is because of the way the world is set up, they were trying to climb the trees and they all just kept falling into there. So that's where a bunch of them are now. That's pretty funny. Excuse me. Just gonna bring this one. Who cares? Why cares? Excuse you, I'm trying to live in my house. Jeez, you guys are so mean. Anyway. Nope, not what I meant to cook. I need a sword. Excuse me? I need a sword, axe, and a pickaxe. Perfect. And the rest can just go in here. Which means that I can, I don't need the wooden pickaxe anymore. Are you kidding me, man? Okay, hold on. I'm going to try to get that iron so that I can make a shield, so that could be easier to take these guys out. Because this shield is my most useful tool in Minecraft, especially against mobs like this who have crossbows. As I was saying. Alright, so I'm going to try to sneak on over and get that iron first, and I can already hear them shooting at me. So that I can take some of them out. And then I will. I need a furnace, God. Oh my god, man. Jeez, you are so... Dude! Do I have enough? I think I have enough, but just in case... Oh my god, man. You're so... Dude. I need these guys gone, dude. Oh, yeah, wait. I have enough. And then I can use this to smelt the ore. I keep pressing the wrong button. Again, I'm used to Nintendo Switch Edition. Oh, I just set that there. Nope. Perfect. And then I can just use my wood that I already have. boy. Oh. I need to use my crafting table. I'm like, why can't I make it? Are you kidding? That's going to happen to me so often. You're just going to have to get used to it. Apologies about the train, if you can hear that. Alright, nope, not the bones. Can you tell my thing has a little bit of dirt on it? What is going on? I don't... Oh my god, help me. I keep pressing circle when I mean to press A. And that is a little bit of an issue. But I think I can take out some of these guys now that I have this. The more I've played, the more that I'll get used to these controls. Yeah, see, it wasn't so bad. And I got a crossbow out of it. Really bad one, but crossbow all the same. Where is that one who followed me over to the... here? Was that one? Oh, I from that one. I wonder how many of them. I know there's one with a banner. Ooh, I do not want to kill the one with the banner, actually. That would be a bad thing. Because if I kill the one with the banner, then a raid will start, and then a bunch more will come. And that's not good. Unless you can get milk somehow. If I can get enough iron to get a bucket, then I could just drink milk. Unless it happens when I'm still in the village. So if I'm still in the village and I kill the banner guy, then we're a little bit cooked. I am going to pick some of these flowers and just lay them around my house because I think they're really pretty. I like the wildflowers a lot. I'm really glad that they added them. Okay, dude. Aw, little kitty. Dude. I'm probably not gonna gush as much about the textures in this video because I'm a little bit more used to them now, but that's still so pretty. And you guys should all go to bed. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. I really wish that wasn't on stream because that... You know what? We listen and we don't judge. We're not going to talk about that. We're just gonna pretend it did not happen. We're going to talk about the beauty. Jesus! Pretty wildflowers. Jeez, man. I think I can deal with you now. I say as I get shot. Gross. There's arrows everywhere. Are you kidding? Was that another arrow? So that would make me a little bit angry. A lot of really loud cars like to drive near where we are. I'm going to make sure that I didn't get a message. Okay, we're good. Sorry, somebody texted me while I was in the bathroom. I responded to them, but they might have gone to bed at the time that I responded. Oh! Oh. I don't have a lead yet. So I will not be kidnapping you today. But you're so cute. I love foxes and dogs are my favorite animals for sure. Well, actually, my favorite animal, because I love the app, is a dhole, which is an Asian wild dog, I believe. Hey, more cats. It's good to have, I guess. And dholes are cool because they're dogs that have similar markings to foxes. So it's like a dog and a fox combined. Isn't that crazy? And dogs and foxes are two of my favorite creatures. But yeah, Dole's, can out myself as furry. My persona is a Dole. I also have dog personas, but the one that I use right now most often is a Dole. Switch, switch, switch. I am going to go. Can we put this down, please? I'm going to go look for a dog, actually, while I'm out here, because I don't really have a plan for today. Speak of the devil! Hello! You're very cute. I am... Actually... I'm going to write down the coordinates of the village, and I'm going to try to go out on a long journey to find one of the other dog breeds, because this is one of my favorite dog variants, the brown ones, but I also want to see if I can find any of the other ones. The spotted dogs are really cool, because they remind me of the painted ones, painted wild dogs, and that is pretty awesome. 33, 107, 283, 284. Doesn't really matter, like, the exacts. I think I've got enough on me that I can go. Hello, dude. I might be back for you. Maybe I can have a bunch of dogs of different breeds. My dog collection. I still kind of miss that one dog that we had at the... I don't know if it was that sound. Like, I do kind of miss that other dog that we had. But I don't know. I got lost. So I could not find him. Sad face. I am going to try to avoid water, I think, if I can. Because I just don't like having to swim all that way with my dogs. Hello, little buddy. Oh, something I noticed when I was rewatching some of my old videos. Is... Ooh. Nice, I'll have to explore on there sometime. Is that YouTube actually adds, like, transcripts of your videos. And I had not seen that before. They don't add it for my recent ones, but I feel like because the other ones have been around for so long, they were able to provide, like, a transcript for them, and that was really awesome. It was really interesting to be able to, like, screenshot what I said instead of having to write it all out. And it was cool being able to just read it. Because I watch things with subtitles all the time, so having a sort of subtitle there was really cool. Even if it messed up sometimes, it would say things like, Grandma's not a monster, she's just ugly. Which is what I said, but I said Gremlin like my cat, named Gremlin. Ooh. That's nice, because we can come back up with that water. 2 waterfalls. Not really. I do like that one little spot of wildflowers. I don't think I'm gonna go down there today. Like until I get torches at least, but pick up the devil regarding torches. There's more ice! Dude. I think there is some hole, like, right beneath here. I am going to dig 2 blocks at a time, because don't dig straight down, guys. Probably crouch as well. Okay, I don't think there's any right here, but there's some right here. And usually one vein of coal is pretty big, so it's not that hard to... Like, I feel like this should be enough for at least a little while. Because you get 4 torches from 1 coal and a stick, I believe. Which means that if I have, say... Oh my god. Over 13 coal, and 13 sticks, we are gonna be a-okay. Do, 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 do. Something I was thinking about earlier is that, like, I feel like, based on the way that I play video games and, like, the way that I like to move around, I guess, like, not when I'm walking, but, like, I love being on speedboats. I love when things go fast. I don't like roller coasters as much, but I feel like that's more so, like, that's less about, like, going too fast. Excuse me, car. Oh, that's lovely. Um, slash Y. But I feel like if I like had the physical ability to go on runs without getting really exhausted, then I would go on runs all the time. And that could be something that I want to work on in the future. Like I could start going on runs to try to build up my stamina, but it's something that I would have to do all on my own because I think if I tried to go on runs with other people, my stamina as it is right now is so low that like it would just be really like embarrassing for me and I wouldn't want to do it anymore. Because like that even happens with walking, honestly. Like when I'm walking with people, I'm so slow and I get tired pretty quickly. That's so pretty. The water texture is so nice. That I end up like a block behind people and that's kind of goofy and then it's embarrassing. And then my feet just have like blisters all over them. What's going on over? Ow. What's going on over here? Is this kelp? Yeah, it looks like a kelp forest. That's nice. The way it's set up, it kind of looks like ice because of the water. That's so pretty. The reflections and stuff that they added is, like, they're stunning. I am still going to gush over it. Like, that reflection. Very nice. Well, I do actually. You're full of hunger, man. Okay, I'm gonna put my potatoes down here. All my potatoes, please. Let's go. Maybe I should start killing livestock, just in case. Alright, man. I'm not gonna kill you because I don't get the meat. Same for you, baby chicken. Oh, I think I just killed your mom. I kind of feel bad about that. Anyway. I think a biome that I do specifically want to look for is like a jungle. Because I think that the dogs that spawn in the jungle biome now are the spotted ones that I'm very much excited to see. But jungles are pretty rare, so I don't know if I'll be able to find that one. I think I might look up the dog variants because I'm pretty sure tonight, for safety reasons, I'm going to be hiding in a ditch. But it's not going to be dark because I got one stick that I got from breaking a leaf, so we've got enough to make 4 torches. I think. I'm pretty sure. But we don't have a bed, so we're going to be in that little hole together for a little while. Multi-day journey for dog. Small price to pay for dog, even though there's dog variants right by my house. I want to see the crazy looking ones. But yeah, when we're in that hole, I might go on my phone. Ow. These darn Gen Zers. And look up the dog variants. Because I don't remember what they all look like. If I had fallen in that hole, oh my god, that would have been really embarrassing and bad. Drinking from that water. Swimming in it. Whee! Splash, splash. I think that's my cue. That is my cue. To go not into a pit. Well, yes, into a pit, but into a different kind! I did not want to be in here. This is not where I wanted to be. Hey guys. I want to be in a pit of my own making. And I'll have to dig using a potato. Because, oh, fireflies. Okay, hold on, please. Please, please, please. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you... Okay, it looks like we're gonna be doing that another time. I was trying... My inventory, my bottom slot was full. Which was embarrassing. But that's fine, I guess. I don't think that I'll need any of this stuff anymore. I will? Are you kidding? What did I press? Okay, I pressed emotes. I made a mistake. We open the chest. Please and thank you. Trust me, this is as annoying to me as it is for you. So any other food I want to bring? I can bring these 5 sweet berries, I guess. Bring some extra. And then I can just make the torches. And then just go forth on my own. Away from the skeletons and zombies, hopefully. Again, that was really embarrassing. I feel like I only do embarrassing stuff on stream. But that's okay. We listen and we don't judge. I've been playing some Roblox recently. I played You Were Always Playing Roblox. That was stupid. I played Pressure with my friends recently, and that was really fun. Oh, get him, dude. Yes, do the jump. Yes. What did? Yes. Whee! Nice one, dude. And I get the chicken. Double win. I played Pressure earlier. That's one of my favorite games. It's not one that I really play on my own though. I like playing Regretivator. That's one that I do sometimes play on my own. I actually have, I'm not wearing it, but I have a Regretivator candy bracelet. And I feel like throughout this Minecraft series, I'm going to slowly start exposing myself as more and more of a nerd as I start being more and more myself, I guess. So I'm like, oh, nobody's gonna watch this. Even though my dad watches. If you're watching, hi dad. My brother's not here, but my brother pretty much knows everything about me. Or he knows more than most people do about me. Ravine. Yes. I wonder. Oh, hi. You're other dog variants, but you're also not what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, little dudes. I want a dog variant that I have not had before, which is all of them except for the 2 that I've already seen. So that's what that is. Also, Deltarune, I talked about earlier. Birdley's there. I think Birdley is cool. I think a lot of people hate him. I think Birdley is really funny. I like him a lot. Like, he's a really goofy character. And, like, I like him the way that, like, you like Gideon from Gravity Falls. Like, they're made to be a hated character, but you love the way that they're written and stuff. I also I like mean people. Tommy likes mean people. Pretty, 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 pretty. You know how I said I didn't want to go in the ocean, guys? Let me just turn this way. Good. Tails. What else? What are things like the updates since I last, not since I last streamed really, but like since I started streaming again? So I'm pretty sure our last stream was in like 2022, and it is currently 2025. So there's that. Except I have the memory of a goldfish, so, and it's especially bad when it comes to like times and like when things happened and like order. Hire game theory to do it. Forget the FNAF timeline. Gotta do my own timeline of my life because I don't even know it. I guess I can go onto this little land here. I'm gonna sit up. Oh, got into Sonic. Started watching Age of Your AI and Inside Job. I think I've been watching Inside Job since 2022 though. I think I got like really into it in like 2023, like in May. Or no, it was March. I think it was March of 2023 I started getting like really into Inside Job. So that's happened. That like changed the entire trajectory of my life. Inside Job and Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware. So you're gonna see me reference those things a lot. Like even in the intro to our last Harry Potter video, I made a I forget what it was. But I made a reference to one of those. I keep almost getting it. I keep almost remembering what it was, but I think it's gone. Oh well, sad face. My hair looks different. No, it doesn't look the same. Which is something that I don't like, actually. Like, I'm looking at my face cam, I'm looking the way I speak, and the fact that it has not changed very often kind of makes me a little angry. Which is really funny, but like, I'm like, oh, I didn't change at all. And that was from when I was like, I would have been like a sophomore or a freshman when when I last streamed. And now I'm a graduate, and I still am like the exact same. And that's embarrassing. I fear. But oh well. That's me, I can. Well, I can't control as much. I, uh, I moved. I moved with my mom. There was like, yeah. Now I'm in a different area, except not here, so when I come here, I'm in the same area. It's funny because I still don't even have our address memorized off the top of my head. I mean, I do, but I keep mixing it up with other addresses since I have to memorize an address like every time I move. Again, memory of a goldfish. So I get stuff mixed, I get like numbers mixed up a lot. In like addresses, I'm like, oh, I think there's a 3 in there somewhere, but I'm really not sure. Ooh, nice. Okay. That's pretty close. Did I just do that? Like, did I just come from over here? Who knows? What are these sounds I'm hearing? Um, oh, I'm holding, hiding it from myself. What happened between 2022 and now? And my mind is completely blank and I have no idea what it is. I got another food. Are you kidding me? Put this up there. I feel like I probably should have waited. I feel like this is where I was last time, which is odd because I went in a different direction last time. Anyway, tomorrow I should start. I need more food. I am running out. Let's still do some. Thank you. That was a sound. I thought it was a firework. It was a car. Not something you want to hear, but as in like it popped like the I don't know what it's called. I don't know anything about cars. But like you know when like you have that kind of old car, and like you rev it, it's like or something. I have no idea. But yeah, I just did that. Okay, so since we're in our little hidey hole here, I can keep doing what I've already been doing, which is yapping. But I can also look up. I'm sorry, I saw my own message with my coordinates. And I got them mixed up with like outside coordinates. I'm getting doxxed by myself. Um, but I'm not. We're good. I almost forgot what I was looking for. I don't want to be at Walmart.com. I don't know why I'm there. I don't even shop at Walmart. Uh, dogs. Dog variants. I'm like, hot dog. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna try to show you guys. They're all very cool. Okay, I'm gonna try to my Google Images. You, oh, you really can't see them at all, can you? Okay, that's fine. Well, there's one that's orangish, and there's one that's striped, and there's snowies, and there's gray ones, and there's a chestnut one, and there's a black one, there's a snow one, and there's a spotted one. And that's pretty cool. I am walking close to the bear. See the? Oh, that's not me. Um, sorry, we got a like low controller thing. See, even the lighting on the torches is pretty. I'm just gonna hold the controller back because it keeps shifting forward. I'm gonna hope that that helps it. Guess I can organize my inventory a little bit. Bro. How you guys doing? I had to phone my phone, but I realized it's probably not a great thing to do on stream. Check this out. You give Tails a cool little hat. With my dad's. Tails. See, guys? We're awesome. This Tails plush actually has a funny story, so I can talk about that one. Um, so story time, everyone. Gather around the campfire. Uh, actually, I'm going to make a little hidey hole so that I can see what time it is. Okay, now we're good. So, I we went to the mall for like my brother's birthday, I think, and we stopped by GameStop because we were shopping. Like he was shopping for us, or we were going shopping with him, and he was picking out stuff because it was his birthday. And I happened to see this little guy on the thing, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's really cute." And I kept like I felt like so attached to it for some reason. Like I kept walking over and just like looking at the tail. I was like, I don't know if I want to get it. Like it's like I don't know. I'm not sure. I ended up not getting it, but then I could not stop thinking about it. like almost every day I would think, oh my God, that Tails backpack. I need I need that Tails backpack so much. And it would distract me from like I'm pretty sure it would distract me from my schoolwork because I'd be too busy thinking about this freaking backpack. And like I think my keys are in it. Like there is not much space in this thing. This does not work well as a backpack. Hold this and that's about it. I can't even hold my phone. Um and but I could not like he's usually like goofy. I could not stop thinking about it. Like it was the cutest thing in the world to me. And eventually I was like, "Oh, can we go to the mall?" But it closed at like 8 and we got there at like 7:30 and I did not realize. And we ended up going into GameStop at like and they were like, "You have a minute before we close." And I was like, "Okay." And I like made a beeline. I went directly towards the back and they had like not the back, but like the back of the store, not like behind the counter. But like where this guy was. And they had one left and he was on like a little hook. And my brother actually had to grab him because I was too short. But it ended up being perfect, and I got him in the 1 minute before GameStop closed. And it was beautiful. I was very happy. And my brother got something too. I think it was a game, but I forget which one it was. So I was enchanted by Tails' bag. And this one he was actually way higher quality. He's way higher quality than I expected him to be. Like this is really soft. He's made of like a nice material. He's nice, thick, like soft and like nicely stuffed. And his tails are like separated, which like with a lot of Tails plushes, I think it's like to save fabric. They tend to make the tails like kind of fuse together, which I feel like kind of negates the point of him being a two-tailed fox. But that's okay. And I was really, really impressed, and I'm very happy. The Shadow one has not a similar story, but the Shadow one we went to my Shadow backpack was more recent, and he's a lot less quality, but I like him a lot. I was actually wearing this. I am wearing a Shadow the Hedgehog t-shirt, and it's really cool. I got this at GameStop too. And we were at Goodwill, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna check like the toy section. We were just looking around. I wasn't really finding anything. I was like, okay. So I'm talking about Goodwill. Side tangent. Do you think there is not like a just t-shirt section? At least at my Goodwill, they have like blouses and something in like knits. And then like even in the guy section, they have shirts, but it's all collared shirts. And I'm like, where are t-shirts? Like they have activewear. But that's not really like regular just run around like graphic t-shirts or something. So it's really hard, especially like during summer. It's kind of hard for me to find stuff there. And it's getting lighter. But I ended up looking because my brother and my dad were looking in the toy section. I was like, okay, I'll go check. And I'm hungry. That's okay. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Shadow, and I ended up lifting it up, and it's the backpack. It's the Shadow backpack. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a Tails one that's gonna match. And it was really cool. And he was only $6, and we were like, oh, perfect. Only $6 for Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog backpack. I was wearing a shirt. It was meant to be. And it's also especially funny because Shadow and Tails are my favorite Sonic characters. I like Shadow, Tails, Bruges, and then Tangle the lemur from the IDW comics. Oh, and Surge and Kit from the IDW comics. Those guys are very awesome. But yeah, I think my top two favorites are Shadow and Tails, but Tails first. I do have a Tails t-shirt. I'm not really sure where it is, if I'm being honest with you. But I think it's not here. It's at my mom's somewhere. It's during daytime. So I have a Shadow shirt, a Tails bag, and a Shadow bag. My friend has a little Sonic plush that they got in honor of me, and that's very cute. I have a Sonic Croc charm, which is funny considering I don't wear Crocs. But I think I could make it. I think I could make it into a necklace even. That could be really awesome. And I have a Sonic like pin that I got from Spencer's. That one is cool because it's from like you can tell by the style that it's the Sonic Prime Sonic, and that is cool. Even though I haven't seen Sonic Prime, I've seen clips of it, and I've been wanting to watch it. I want to watch Sonic X, I think, like first. I've watched a little bit of Sonic Boom, but when I first started watching, I'm just gonna talk about Sonic for like ages now, but when I first started seeing clips of Sonic Boom, the animation, like Sonic Boom is pretty funny, but the animation feels so like stiff and like squishy, but like not, I guess not squishy, but like Sonic Boom's animation, it moves like putty, and I don't know, it's just not my favorite style of animation. Like it's cool. I'm an animation guy. I'm an artist. But Sonic Boom's animation wasn't like it didn't impress me as much. The jokes are funny, and then seeing Sonic Prime for me was like a breath of fresh air. Like it was so nice being able to see that 3D animation be used in a way that the characters were really expressive and the characters moved like fluidly and like they pushed the expressions and like the body language more in Sonic Prime, and that's something that I think is really cool in animation. I love like pushing stuff instead of trying to make it all look similar. Like, not to diss on Peppa Pig, but something like Peppa Pig has like you. There's a difference between like hand-drawn animation and puppet animation. And as somebody whose favorite show is a puppet animation, um, I I prefer hand-drawn because the expression tends to come before the pose. So you're leading the pose with more like fluid motion, and the expression drives the entire pose. So like it's very exaggerated, it's very fun. And that's something that you can only really do with animation, and that's part of why I love the medium so much. And with like, and you can get the same effects in puppet animation, it's just more difficult. But puppet animation, you do only have a limited like you can't squash and stretch the features as much, so it can appear pretty stiff. So something like Peppa Pig is very stiff. Like they have expressions, but it's like they're either smiling or they're frowning or they're neutral, and that's all their mouth can do. But with like a hand-drawn animation, their mouth can go like all sorts of different wacky shapes, I guess. And that's pretty cool. And you can get the same effect like using both puppet animation and hand-drawn animation, because hand-drawn animation can look really stiff and puppet animation can look really fluid and expressive. And like I said, my favorite show uses puppet animation, and they use it in a way that sorry about the train, that is very expressive in a way that I wouldn't really expect, because Inside Job uses a two-dimensional puppet, which is in a similar style to something like Rick and Morty. And Rick and Morty's animation is like fun, it's fluid, but it doesn't have the same like exaggeration as hand-drawn animation, and the expressions aren't as like exaggerated. The expressions aren't as like like the expressions are a little stiff. And forgive me if I'm wrong, this is not dissing on any animation. I love all kinds. I also haven't seen Rick and Morty in a while. And something that surprised me about Inside Job, like especially rewatching it, the amount of times that I do, something that you notice is that the characters' expressions are really like they can get a lot of different expressions from the one puppet and all the shapes because they move the features around on the face a lot. Like, trying to think of an example. Like, sometimes they will move the mouth down or they will move it up. So, like, if a character is smiling, they'll have the smile, like, right here, right? And if they want to go, like, smile, like, more, like, genuine, where it's like, they'll move the mouth up a little bit. So, there is a scene, like, that I'm specifically thinking of where it's at the end of the first part, after they defeat Barrow. In fact, spoilers. Sorry. Brett and Reagan kind of look to each other and they're like, we saved us, you know? LAD, it's us, the friends. Again, I've watched this show like over 15 times. I have seen it, I can probably repeat Inside Job off the back of my hand. I know Inside Job better than I know the back of my own hand. Oops. And, in that scene, it cuts to Brett, and he smiles at Reagan, as if he's already smiling, so they take his mouth, and they move it upwards, and they add a dimple, and they add, like, not really a dimple, they add, like, a little squish on his cheek, and they make his eyes, his bottom eyelids move up, so the smile looks more genuine, and, like, he's smiling more, even if, like, the smile itself can get bigger. And that's, like, what I'm talking about. I could talk about Inside Job forever. I've already gone on a Sonic rant. I can go on an Inside Job rant, except with Inside Job, it's something that I, like, same with AWRAI, I have to choose, like, one thing to talk about, and then I'll end up inevitably talking about every single other thing. The effect animation in Inside Job is also really awesome. That's one of my favorite. Look, I get so hungry often. They run around jumping. I run and jump everywhere, man. But yeah. Oh, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background in Inside Job, which is also why it has so much rewatchability. At least for me. Because every time I watch it, I notice something new. And that is something that you don't get out of a lot of things, a lot of shows. Like, this last watch through, I did it. There is a scene where where they're making a movie, and they have the president being dead in, like, the background. And what I didn't realize is that they use, like, the president robot, they use Alpha Beta as the president, and they have him acting in the movie, and he's, like, face down. They stitched a fake arm onto him because he doesn't have one. And that was really awesome. And I feel like that also adds to Alpha Beta's... I'm just gonna keep on rolling. That really adds to Alpha Beta's character in itself, because Alpha Beta is one of my favorites. And he started off as... Did you just give birth? That's not okay, man. Like, not in front of the kids, bro. But, he has a lot of character development, like, and it, to some people, it could seem like it happened a little bit all at once. But it's actually, like, it's in a lot of little background details, more so. Like, he starts the show wanting to kill everybody, kill all humans because he went on Twitter for 5 minutes. Actually canon. Like he went on the internet and he decided that humanity is awful and that everyone needed to die. So that's fun. And he ends up getting, I think his arc starts with, funnily enough, he gets a copy of Friends from Reagan because, or like he helps out the team. I forget when he does that. Oh, he does it in the second episode. So in the second episode is the JFK clone episode, and if you have not seen the show, none of what I'm going to say makes any sense. But they are looking for, the team is looking for a way to stop the clones before they escape. It's like, yeah. And, well, like the clone Bob, I guess. And Alpha Beta helps them out. And, he ends up getting, like, a copy of Friends from Reagan, like the TV show, and he watches that, and he gets really into it, and he starts caring about people because he likes the characters from the show, and he's also getting more accustomed to, like, humanity as a whole because he sees Reagan, and she comes down, she, like, talks about her life to him, and she talks about, actually, how she didn't like Brett at first. Like, she hated him. She wanted him dead. And she's like, I think I might get along with Brett after all. To Alpha Beta, and she's just talking to him. Hanging out. She's a little bit lonely. So Alpha Beta is, like, steadily learning more and more about humanity and, like, getting more empathy, towards humanity. And, like, he starts making connections with the show that he watches to people's lives. As he's like talking to Reagan, he's like, "You're making me the Monica to your Rachel," which is, I haven't seen Friends. I don't know anything about Friends, so that means nothing to me. But it's kind of funny, like, him making the connection, and he slowly starts wanting to hang out with people. And whenever the team needs him for something, he actually, I think it is in the second episode that is it the second episode? I don't know. One of the episodes where they need Alpha Beta for something and they go down to his little chamber thing before part 2. I believe, which is the. I remember the Inside Job timeline better than I remember the timeline of my own life. But I'm just trying to remember it. Oh, it's not even that dark. At one point, when the team is down there, Mike is, like, bonding with Alpha Beta. Like, they're just all talking as a group. And he's like, "Hey, why don't we hang out more, Yan? You're really funny." Or, "More, man, you're really funny." So that's another, like, part where Alpha Beta is, like, even in these little moments where he's hanging out with the team, he is growing closer to them. And he starts being able to. No, that's after meeting Tomoko. So, wait, no. So I'm pretty sure he starts being able to leave the tube. Yeah, so he starts being, well, he's inside the tube, but he starts being able to wander around the like, office, I guess, at the end of part 1 because he helped them with Barrow. And, I think that's also a part that's, like, a character development for him because he sees how much the team cares about Reagan, and how much they, like, sacrifice to help her and how much she sacrificed to help them. Like, yeah, these people, like, they're mean, but they're making up for it. And so, like, they can be bad, but they can also be good. Empathy. He's trying to learn empathy. He hates all humans. That's like what this whole arc is about. So he's learning more about the team. He's learning more about like empathy, and he is able to hang around in like the office. And there are a few moments where we see him like going out of his way to just hang out and chit chat with Reagan. Like he actually says that at one point, and how Reagan got her grove back, which I think is the very first episode of part two. There's a scene where Alpha Beta comes into the room as Reagan is trying to make like an invention to screw with Rand, and he's like, "Oh hey, what is that thing anyway?" He's like trying to be like, "Oh, I don't really care." Um, but then he does end up saying like, "I just wanted to chit chat." Like he's just hanging out with them, and that's really awesome. And that's not something that he would have done at the start of the series because he wants to play with me. um, and eventually he meets Rand's ex-wife and Reagan's mom, Tomiko, and he even explains his encounter with Tomiko as learning empathy from her touch, which I kind of do, but okay, man. He grows really attached to Tomiko. Like he falls in love with Tomiko, which is his first experience. It's not his first experience with human emotion. He definitely has emotions. Even like he's a robot, but he has emotions. And this is his first time experiencing like that level of empathy and love for humanity for any human. Remember, he wanted to like murder everyone. And his love for Tomiko um, ends up being like a major plot point in his arc, like that he does quote as being like a major thing. Where so he like goes out of his way to help Reagan with stuff, and he like goes out of his way to help the team. Like he does it just because he wants to, not because he thinks he'll get something out of it. Which is something that happened in when he started leaving the room, because the reason he helped him with Pharaoh is because he's like, I'll help you guys if you let me leave this room. Um, once in a while. So that one, I think, was less of him wanting to help them and was more of him wanting to get something that he wants. But that he ends up starting to do it out of his own, like, wanting to help people. And eventually in Project Reboot, which is the second to last episode of the series, he like helps the team a lot. Like he is like the main thing, and he shows concern for them if they're going to be hurt. Like when there's like a time travel anomaly, he's like, "Brace yourselves, be careful, guys." And he even like he says outright, he's like, "It was nice to like Reagan's talking to him. She's like, it was nice for you to be a team player today." He's like, "It's nice to actually have a team." And like there's a little joke there about him like missing an arm and like Reagan having robot arms. And she's like, "Oh, like I said, I'm not gonna actually help you." Yeah. But in that scene, he's also like, "I'm going to help JR with his wounds," which actually, I think him helping JR ends up with JR like being nursed enough to help health to like attack Rand and Reagan. But I don't think that's something that Alpha Beta did on purpose. It could be, but like seeing his behavior before that point, I don't think it was. Like I think he just wanted to help JR because JR was just in a car crash. What else did he do? There was something else that I wanted to point out. He's helping. He was nice to finally be a team. Have a team. He's tending to JR's wounds. Oh my god, I forgot what it was. There was one more thing and I forgot it. Okay. But I'm pretty sure it's in either that episode or in Appleton. It is in Appleton when he starts like hanging out with Reagan. He's like, "I first learned empathy from your mother's touch." um and he just hangs around. He there's something he does in one of those episodes, but I forget what it was. Well, I'll probably come back to me. It's starting to get daytime and I've been yapping for like a Minecraft night and a half about Alpha Beta from Inside Job. But that works for me because I think he's very underrated as a character. And I think he should be talked about more. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm pretty much fine though. Pretty. Yeah. What else can I talk about before people get tired of listening to my voice? I should start becoming an inside job theory channel. I think. Excuse me, sir. I think Michael would kill me. Are you just in the waterman? Oh, it's just a cave. I'm still trying to think that I'm still caught up in like the one thing that I missed. Like, there was something kind of big that he does that I wanted to bring up. I don't know. He helps Brett in part 2, episode 5. He does help the team, but that's also because he wants to get back into the political arena, so that's not something he really does out of the kindness of his own heart. Actually, now that I think about it, he does do that at first because he wants to get back into politics. So he used to be like the president for a little bit. Hello, little puppy. You're not what I'm looking for, but I love you anyway. Boop. Um, like, he complains about having to undo all his work that he did to make Brett his, like, own political puppet. But he does do it, and he does try his best to, like, help Brett, get what he needs out of the whole political senator thing, which is to run but not win. And he tries, except Brett is just too awesome, apparently, so he ends up, like, winning anyway. That's actually what happens. But yeah, so that's also something. Yeah, but he's very cool. Oops, I'm drowned. What else can I talk about? I feel like my voice is starting to get tired. I'm actually gonna take pause for a little bit. I'm going to see how much time has been on this broadcast. Okay, yeah, it's been over an hour. I might stop it or I might just keep it going. I feel like these sort of Minecraft streams are things that people put on as like background noise when they're going to sleep. So longer could be nice. Because I know that I kind of watched it like as I was going to sleep and I'm like, that's pretty nice to if it was longer so I could fall asleep to it or something. I don't really know. I can't speak for you guys. I mean, if you're going to watch it, sit down and watch a over an hour long video of some kid talking about whatever comes to mind, playing Minecraft, walking just forever. That's good for you. That's not something that I have the attention span to do because I have the attention span of a dog. Like an untrained dog. Like, you know when puppies go through that, like, terrible choose phase? When they're, like, they want to break everything and get distracted by everything? That's me. So I don't think I would have the patience to sit down and watch something like that, but if I was doing something in the background, having, like, something like this would be cool. Like, I like to watch speedruns in the background, so stuff. I like to watch people, like, reacting to movies. I like to just watch those videos on their own. I do like to... I have stuff on the background often, but those are also videos that I just like to watch in general. Think I can make this? Oh, shit. Guess not. But yeah. The Yapper... Woohoo! I still have not found a single biome that has, like, a different flavor of dog. Which is a little annoying, but that's okay. The best things come at a price of wandering for days If it gets long enough into the video that I think like no one will still be watching, I might start like singing, which is a little silly, which is something that I mentioned like at the start of the last video too. Because I'm in like a musical mood, but I probably won't because I don't like to sing in front of people. So like especially on camera, I'd be scared. So I probably won't, but I just wanted to bring it up. Alright, what else can I talk about? I can talk about Inside Job forever. I just talked about Inside Job for like 20 minutes probably. We'll go this way. And it was just one character, just one arc. Is there anything I can talk about with Brett that people don't know about already? Okay, so my favorite characters are Alpha, Beta, Andre, and Brett. I could just start going off of. I can just start saying the intro and go as far as I can before I forget. Are you kidding me? I almost just died to the sweet berries. That would have been really embarrassing. I don't think I would have survived. Oh, little fox. Well, you wouldn't have survived in game, but I mean, like, I wouldn't have survived myself. Nope. Plant those. Oh, do you want some? There you go. Listen up, kids. Oh, wait, no. It starts with the Taurus lady. She's like, and the White House is called the People's House because in America, the government works for you. Oh, shit. Listen up, kids. Everything they teach you in school is a lie. You want the truth? The world is controlled by shadowy elites and shape-shifting lizard people. Have you ever folded a $1 bill? Look, you can make it say boobs. What does it mean? Am I the only one who cares that the president is a robot? Wake up, sheeple. The evidence is right there. He says if bitches got snipers trained on me for trying to tell you the truth. Insert snipers here. I love being right. Reagan appears she rolls out the window. Dad, what the fuck? Has retirement made you go completely insane? No, but the 5G data roofs in the air have, which you can read all about in my new manifesto, available on Kindle. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't listen to my father, kids. He gets his news from Facebook and Ambien. Ambien a great drug. Really clarifies some things. Come on, I'm gonna be late for work. I send them in the car. I'm trying to make fox babies, but I'm too busy. Inside job at it. Hey Reagan, let's go to the wall and get a pretzel. Get those ones with the cheese inside the crust. He does not snap 3 times. I think he only snaps twice. Dad, I know retirement is tough, but there are better ways to get my attention than taking down the deep state. Is that really as far as I can get? I don't know if there was anything in Rand's speech that I forgot. I feel like there might have been, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's like, besides, today I'm finally getting that promotion. Think about it. Me, ruling the office with an iron fist. I even programmed an iron fist. I've seen better. Oh, have you seen better? Alright, that's pretty good. Yeah, that is pretty good, huh? Some stuff over there. I might have missed some parts. But, yeah. That's pretty much the intro. Oh, I think this is when they enter Cognitos. So, good morning, Dr. Ridley. There's the hologram. And then I think Reagan starts talking to her dad again. She's like, Dad, if you're gonna be living with me, I'm gonna have to set some ground rules. And she's like, first of all, no broccoli for breakfast. And I was like, oh, come on. And she's like, second, you can't tell people that. Oh, I think it's like they enter Cognito. And, that one, orange monster character, the one who goes, you monster! In the, I think it's in the one with Rafe Masters in it. Oh, when she's talking about Steve. Guys, can you tell I like this guy? She's like, Dr. Ridley, oh! Because she gets, like, knocked over. And then it's, like, reveals Cognito, which is, like, it's like, oh my gosh, all these crazy things he was saying are true. And then she's like, you can't tell people that the weather is controlled by Gerald from account. I think she says other stuff before this. But all I can remember is like, you can't tell people that the weather is controlled by Gerald from accounting or that Dow Jones is controlled by blood sacrifices. And she's like, and last of all, you cannot tell people we're replacing the president with a robot, okay? Because the alpha beta before he's really alpha beta. Okay. I might go in the boat here. This is my favorite. Ow. This is my favorite thing to do, honestly. It's a photo bag. What is going? Oh, it's just water. It's a bit hard to see the water now that's actually clear. Whee! Whee! Oh. This is really hard to control. Whee! I don't usually go in like ice spikes biomes. This is new to me. There's a oh, I have my key. Okay, well that's good to know. There's a ocean monument right there. Wait, did I just get turned around? Yeah. Like there's no way I just thought in there's another ocean monument. Nope, I just got turned. It's actually pretty I feel like I see those a lot. Like they made them less uncommon. But I can't break my boat with mining fatigue. Yeah. Okay. I just did not expect to get I think I might have gotten hit by one of those guys. But I did not expect a guardian thing to show up. That was pretty crazy. I think I've ever had one of those like so close to the surface that like if you were on top of the water, you would get hit with the mining fatigue. Goodbye, guys. I feel like I'm not gonna see any dogs in this biome, but I thought maybe if I can get past it, I'll be able to. What's this over here? Oh, I got turned around again, didn't I? Man, you wandered far. So did you guys. Hello. It's so odd seeing, like, a handful of zombie villagers in a spot. Because it makes you feel like there's a village nearby, and I'm hungry, which is sad. Especially somewhere like this where, like, there is definitely not a village nearby. Maybe if I can find an igloo or something to, stay in, that'd be nice. I don't think I'd be able to find, like, I think I'd be able to dig a hole up here, but I'd be finding one of those little shelters like I did at the start of the other world. Also, I realized I've been holding my microphone really far away from my face, and that might be making it difficult to hear me, so I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me for a little while. Or if you could barely hear me for a little while. I hope I haven't been doing that for too long. Something down there. Are you... Okay, is that the same ocean monument? I hope so, because it'd be kind of weird if it wasn't. Hey guys. Yeah, it looks like the same one. I'm going to assume it's the same one, because I feel like there would not be two of them this close to each other. If so, that would be bonkers luck. La, 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 la. Clouds. What else can I talk about? Jeez. Like, how about Andre? he's one of my favorite characters, and I feel like he's very underrated. Um, Andre's like really nice, and like he's really smart, and he's really cool. He's like the whole shebang. I feel like people discount him because like even in the show they're like, oh, all you care about is drugs. But like he speaks Latin, which is really difficult to learn. He can invent diseases and cures, which is pretty crazy. He is loyal enough to his, oh my goodness, that's crazy, to his friends that he is willing to sacrifice himself, like his own health, because he knows, like, either because he knows that they'll be able to handle it, or like because he trusts them, or just because he cares about them. Can this mining fatigue go away? How long is this going to be on here? What's going on over here? Lava, I assume. That's so funny. Just like a bunch of ice and a random mushroom biome in here. Yep, it's lava. Uh, he speaks, he knows Korean. I think that one of the creators said that he understands more Korean than he can speak, which is pretty cool. That's a nice detail. He is just like really nice. Like when he, ow, jeez, that was embarrassing. Whoa, oh my goodness. Can you do that again, ma'am? Dude, the thing glows. That's so awesome. I've never seen that. Anyway. Okay. Alright. That's okay. In the episode where he turns Rand into, like, a baby, he, first of all, he warns Rand beforehand. And then when Rand gets mad at him, he tries to make up for it, despite it not even being his fault. Like, he knows it's not his fault, but, like, he still tries to make up for it, which is sweet. And he takes care of Rand when Rand is, like, a little child and kind of helpless, which is sweet. And, oh yeah, and, like, this hex something that is, like, specifically I'm thinking of when, in the JFK episode, in the second one, he is, making a thing, like making a potion, and they're all trying to defeat like the clone mass thing. And he actually jumps over to the other side of the railing in the atrium, like on the side where like you fall off and you die. And he holds onto the ramp so that Glenn can get up high enough to like help them. And that's pretty cool. I like. Amen. I think Andre deserves more credit than he gets. See ya. Like, he made a virus for world peace. See, felt like it. He couldn't release it, but that wasn't his fault. He did make it, and that's pretty cool. Picking wildflowers. What else? Gigi offers to him, to go, like, when they're at Bohemian Grove. She's like, oh, don't worry about me, just go have fun. And she offers, like, a drug thing for him to go do that's fun. Um, which I point out because if he was, like, the, like, I do drugs, that's, like, my only character trait that, like, people joke about that he is, he would have probably chosen to go do that instead, but he chooses instead to help Gigi. And that's really nice. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty flowers. He, I think, like, what else to say other than, like, he's very kind. Even when they're trying to run away from Barrow, when they're all, like, fighting to get into the Shadow Prison transport tube, first of all, he's doing, like, a dead hang, which is already really hard. At least for, like, me, who doesn't really do them often. I'm not, like, the most athletic guy. You couldn't tell. But he does it while holding on to Glenn and Gigi. And when he's holding on to Gigi, he, like, makes sure to hold her in a way that's respectful because she's wearing a skirt. So he, like, adjusts his legs so that, like, she's covered, I guess. Like, she's sitting on top of his leg. So, like, yeah, I just think it's nice. Like, he's very respectful towards her. Like, you've got a lot more textures on you than usual, dude. Hello. I remember these guys used to give out copies. I don't know if they still do that. But I think they do it to villager children. But I don't think they do it to players anymore. Hello. Oh. Okay. Sad face. Okay, let's see if I can find one of the brown dogs that I saw earlier. But yeah, I feel like there's not much to say about Fred because people do already talk about him a lot. And I feel like there's, like, because he's a main character, he gets a lot more character development. I do feel like they were going to develop the other characters if the show hadn't gotten canceled. Like, I feel like they were definitely going to do more with them, but they just weren't able to, which is upsetting. Which is why Brett and Reagan ended up getting a lot of character development. So I don't have as much to say about them. Hello, guys. Wait, hold on. Don't go back in your little half yet. Okay. Boop. Oh, bunny. Ooh. Oh. Careful. Oh, there you are. There you go. I was scared you were gonna take one of those. Oh, loaded. I'm gonna find you a nice little yellow flower and go to there. Can go down? Here you go, buddy. Aw, how sweet. I do feel like something that they were leading up to with Brett, like they were. I feel like I like to try not to believe it, but they might have been leading up to making him a mole. Like how Reagan thought that he was going to be from day one. Um, or he was going to have some sort of villain-esque arc. Like I don't think he would have turned into a villain, really. But like seeing, ignore that, Jesus Christ. Um, Seeing the way he acted, particularly in stuff like Project Reboot and the very last episode in Appleton. I'm gonna die. You can go in here. My bed. Come on. Like he's like, oh, leadership is easy, and he like starts threatening his friends, which like I do realize is like something that he had to do to get them to take him seriously. But he does stand up to them, which is something that I feel like he would not have done at the beginning of the series. Hi, little puppy. And the way he stands up to them, he like actually like stops them. And he starts swearing more often, which like he already swore before, just in a more like lighthearted way. Like the way he begins swearing near the end is more of a like he swears when he was. What happened to all the ones that were in here? Did they just despawn? When he was frustrated, which was something he didn't really do before. I really love Brett as a genuinely kind character, like how he is in the show. And I really hope that he was not planned to be a mole. But I feel like they were leading up to something happening with him. Like, again, I feel like it wasn't really a villain arc, really, but I'm not sure. I don't know what it would be. Maybe he would have taken on more leadership in a sort of role. Oh, especially in Brettwork, I think is the start of that little thing. Because in Brettwork, he starts feeling able to talk for himself, and you can see like the way he talks as Little Brett, or like I guess the way Little Brett talks, is in a way that like is more assertive, and the way that we see him in Appleton when he isn't being taken seriously, again, which is pretty often in the show. It's not uncommon thing to happen to him. All the villagers, I know they were all stuck in that little thing for a while, but did they all just despawn? Okay, nice. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to get these families. Brown. That entire I threw it on. Man, this ain't my dad. This is a cell phone. That entire audio thing, how in my mind is a Deltarune meme, because I always think of the one time I saw it with Deltarune. Daddy. These banners do not fit my current house design, I fear. I feel like it makes it even better. Oh yeah, I can drop off my stuff here too. And a lot of arrows. Nice. Bang, 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 bang. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't have done that. No, they're about to make out. Sorry, guys. I was feeling too goofy. Well, they're about to make out on the farm. That's not nice. Hello, dude. Maybe I'll go out and look for more dogs again. Woof, woof. I'm gonna check again how long the stream is. Okay, it's about how long I expected it to be. About an hour and a half right now. I just play till I get tired, which I am starting to get a little bit tired. So I might end it a little bit soon. Ouch. Might go on like one more expedition for a dog, and we'll see how far we can get before I die. Which is honestly, like, that's just how I play the game. I play with keep inventory on, which means I run around until something works. I fear I may need more. Oh, maybe I can get a cat. I mean, more bones. Good. I do put black wool down just because, my mind, like, completely got distracted. Do you know that, I put it down because I can't diet or anything, so it's a lot harder for me to, if I wanted to make something like a bed, it's a lot easier for me to use 3 white wool, or like have 3 of the same color wool, if I start off with white wool at least, than if I had a black wool and then I had to dye the other 2 black, if that makes sense. Like, do you know that one baby audio that got popular for some reason? Like the baby in the snow. He's like, um, for some reason, the way that I said whatever I said earlier, I forgot what it was. The way that I said it made me think of that. That's pretty crazy. I am once again holding my microphone a little bit farther away from me, I've noticed. So I'm hoping that is okay. That you guys can still hear me alright. I'm sure it's fine, but... Wait a second, why don't I just look for fish in the... More stupid. I don't want to go... I don't want to go do this. I don't want to go do this. Maybe I can look for fish in the water right by my house and then just steal one of the, village cats. Ouch. I'm running out of conversation topics, I fear. Or I think I'm just thinking about other stuff that, like, I'm thinking about stuff that I'm not sure I want to, like, just say. Might as well. I'm thinking about, like, earlier when I was like, oh, I feel like I haven't really changed since, when I would stream. What did I just collect? I was like, since when I would stream before. Um, like, it feels like so much has changed, but also, like, nothing's changed, and it's a really odd thing. And it could be, again, just the fact that I'm really forgetful, but, like, the clouds even look pretty. How nice that is. Uh, yeah, it's a little bit hard to explain. Or it could be easy to explain, maybe everybody experiences this. I'm just a little goober. See? I think that's new ones, at least. Yeah, I remember the creeper blew this up and now it's disgusting. Well, that's just lovely. The one thing that I've noticed about the new textures is that I continuously think that I'm swimming towards magma. Which is not great. Oh. I'm like not swimming up as quickly as I used to. That's either an update thing or something's going on with like something with the controls where I'm like just not used to it. Whereas I saw it. The cool thing about like salmon in this, is that you can get bones from killing fish in this sometimes. And that's always nice. Hey! A dolphin. Ow. Rude. Ow, jeez. Man. I feel like he's gonna throw me another trident. I'm not gonna enjoy it very much. But hey, I got copper from it. And I just want this bones, really. Yeah. But it's okay, because it's right behind my house. And hi, doggy. I could just go get it. Alright. Woohoo! Hello, squid. There it is. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nice. Alright, see? And now I got 4 bones and a bunch of fish. And I see some foxes. It's pretty cool. It was nice. Hello? Is this one of the pillager things? I think so. But just seeing the pumpkin head staring at me was a little bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, it's a pillager thing. I just wasn't expecting it. I don't know, why is it? It's the constructor generation, I guess. Apparently the pillagers decided to... Never mind. Please don't attack me. I think that's one of the apps. I lied. Wait a second, I should probably be taking you on. Oh, that was fun. Sun's going down. Wow, that's just lovely. See, I protected you, kid. Don't hurt me. Now time to hunt for... not fish. I know hunt for cats. There's a really cute, like, brown tabby I saw. What are you doing over here, dude? Oh, well, that was easy. Oh, but you started coming to me. That's really cute. Yeah. No! I'm just gonna. Please. Did that leaf scare you? Aw, there you go. Yay! Alright, come on. This way, actually. A little silly of me too. Come on. Alright, hold on. Loki. Come on. You guys are gonna have matching yellow collars. So if I gave you an orange collar, I fear it would look a little bit silly. Alright. There you go. Ah, how cute. Alright, I think that I am going to end this video here, actually. Here, there you go. I had a feeling you were going to do that. Alright. This looks like my stuffed cat named Apricot, so I might call him that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching if you made it all the way here. Geez, oops, sorry. If you didn't, that's cool too. Hope you all have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. There we go.